Come on. There it goes. Is it going? It's going.
Right there.
What's up, guys? It's Steve with Hap Gaming, and welcome back to 2.5 Stars. I'm joined by
Eric.
Sally.
Christian. Jason. Sorry, I was yawning.
And Rick.
I'm sorry that we're boring you, Jason. This week we watched Men in Black. Directed by Barry Sonnenfeld. Written by Lowell Cunningham and Ed Solomon. Starring Tommy Lee Jones, Will Smith, and fuck if I know, can't say that last name.
Try it.
Linda Fiorentino.
There you go.
Dude, you nailed it.
Okay.
Now speed it up.
Fiorentino?
There you go.
IMDb synopsis. A police officer joins a secret... IMDb synopsis. A police officer joins a secret organization that polices and monitors extraterrestrial interactions on Earth. So what do you guys think?
I love it. I can't decide if I like the song better or the movie.
How about both? Can you
I
just
thought
like
this
both?
was Earth.
You like it's Earth? Did I say Earth?
Yeah, isn't it?
I apologize. I didn't mean to say Earth.
It's Earth.
Yeah, Earth.
This is the alternate dimension where it is Earth.
Exactly.
I mean,
Well, you see,
clearly
this
a
is what
prequel to
happens.
that.
I mean, like I'm like Will Smith. You know, he's a busy man. You know, so he's got to have those two jobs. You know, one in the Air Force. You know, punching aliens and welcome them to Earth, and then he brings them down to processing at the Men in Black.
Wouldn't this be a sequel to that though? And like he was brain wiped from.
Wouldn't this be a
Independence Day?
prequel? And then he gets brainwiped at the end of this, and then he joins the Air Force?
Yeah, because the world's kind of fucking destroyed after.
I
Yeah,
mean,
but you just brainwipe people.
nobody
and
goes
that's
from
when-
the Air Force to the NYPD. That's not how that goes.
But they brainwiped him, so he doesn't know. And I'm pretty sure people do that. They leave the military and they
They
join
go
the
become
police force.
cops.
It happens a
No,
lot.
people
It
who
really
do in the
does.
Air Force do join like the FBI.
No, because actually, when they do that, they
Or-
start out with a much higher rank, so they're not like, you know, just a.
Well, he didn't seem like he was a very high rank in the NYPD though.
Well, I can't go.
he
off
looked like
on
it was a
that.
beat cop or something like
Sorry.
that.
Can't go off on that.
So
He was the only one who could catch apparently anything other than a cold.
yeah.
He was wearing like street clothes though, which makes me think maybe he was undercover.
I don't know. That looked like a fucking prison jumpsuit, honestly.
It did.
Kind of run in space, yeah.
So
That's
he's
funny.
still wearing the same jumpsuit he was wearing when he was flying the jets in the Air Force. It's just, you know, a different
Exactly.
color.
Oh, yeah.
He liked it
He
so
just
much he
dyed
had
it.
to keep it going. Yeah.
They
He
mind
died in a
wiped
different
him. And you know how they implant some memories? They mind wiped him and they're like, all right, so none of this ever happened and you work for the NYPD. And then they went and mind wiped the NYPD guys. And they were like, all right, there's this new guy coming in. Or not new guy. There's this guy, Will Smith. He's been here for a while.
His name's
You-
Will Smith?
Yeah.
Well, it is now. You all kind of like him a little bit. And so they just totally changed his whole career with the mind wipe. So he has no idea that he was, punching aliens and welcoming them to Earth.
Wait, wasn't Randy Quaid one of the aliens that they were monitoring?
I have no idea who Randy
I
Quaid
think so,
is.
yeah.
So
I mean, if he's not, they kind of really lost the thing there because he definitely.
I think he was on
seems
there.
like an
So this
alien
is
to me.
yeah, this is definitely definitely a prequel.
Definitely.
Definitely. It's definitely a prequel.
Ugh.
'Cause that means they're monitoring him, and that guy, he flew into his own alien ship because he got confused and thought he was a person.
He was going home.
Yeah,
He didn't blow up. He got teleported out of that thing before he blew up.
the last second.
Yeah.
He's got his old lady. He's like, all right, you hit the button. At the end of when I quit seeing you and almost crash, teleport me out of there. And then she's like, I'm not doing that. He's just going to. Heard enough of his fucking, milk toast goddamn commercial.
Milk
Free
toast.
Yeah. I don't know, whatever the hell he would talk about.
Okay, I want to see this milk toast. What is milk toast?
All right, so what you do is, wait, I'm trying to say milk steak, aren't I?
Yeah.
So what you do is you
Probably
take
God
milk
Damn it.
Yeah.
and you pour it into a form the shape of toast,
right, you
about an
take
inch
milk.
thick, and you let it
Yeah.
sit there for a week.
It's thicker.
And
than
when
that,
it becomes just a
basically.
gelatinous like thing that holds shape, you put it in the toaster and you toast it, and you have milk toast. Eric would love it.
Just warm.
Yeah,
curdled
nothing
milk toast.
like semi-fermented milk. It just
Yeah.
gets my thing hard.
Nice and warm.
Oh.
Yeah, I bet that bug. I bet Edgar smelled worse than that
Oh heck yeah.
before he died. Oh man,
After death, everybody be like, "Damn, that's quite the improvement."
he's like, God, he doesn't smell like fermented milk anymore.
That's just what they sweat, and so when he was dead, he quit sweating.
Yeah, that's funny.
Oh,
What's
man.
up, Argentina guy? Nice.
Argentina guy?
I can't see the rest of that. It looks like I'm not good at reading. All right, let's be honest here. I grew up in California, so
Arrow Flotito.
basically illiterate. Eee.
Ooh.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
especially with the high school we all went to.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know what is it they say? Diamond is like 1 in a million. Where somebody who can read in Paradise High, that's a diamond there.
It is. It is.
That's all you got to do to shine like a diamond. Our valedictorian could spell 3 words.
It's true.
He
it's
can
true.
spell 3.
Yeah.
Or she. I don't know. Was it he or she? I don't know.
I should have went like this 3 words. Dang it! I missed that opportunity.
And half the school population was named things like Diamond and like Champagne and
Champagne, not champagne. Champagne. I like it.
Lasagna.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See- see-
Lasagna.
see- Yeah.
Damn it.
And then you have just one big lady named Big Bertha, who basically she's like the top bitch.
Wouldn't she be the bottom bitch?
You'd
Okay,
hope
yeah,
she'd be
sure.
the bottom.
Well, is that well? If that's what they call them, the bottom bitch, then yeah, that's what she was. I mean, she certainly did have a big bottom. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Come on, Ricky. Don't you know your South Park stuff? Remember
I
Bottom
know.
Bitch? It's the one in
He's
charge.
talking about some.
Oh yeah, that's right.
obscure-
They have to get like a smiley sticker or something like that if
Yeah.
the top seller.
All right, let's talk about Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones here.
Who's Tommy Lee
Yeah.
Jones again?
Ricky, I fucking hate you. Are you fucking kidding me? You don't know who fucking Tommy Lee Jones is?
I do
You
not.
piece of
He's your
shit.
dad, Ricky. He's your dad.
That's kind of creepy.
He's the only guy in this movie that could be your dad. Wait a second. No, never mind. Obviously, Edgar is your dad.
So
Rip
he's the guy
Torn
who
is
gets his
Ricky's
head
dad.
blown off and grows back.
Rip Torn. Oh man.
like who the hell is this? I have no idea.
I hate you so much.
Just the the main.
I would look it
co-star.
up myself, but my phone is just sitting there charging.
How would he not know who Tommy Lee Jones is?
Because he
Oh,
doesn't.
okay, it's that guy. Okay, it's that guy.
Okay,
Yeah,
what
his
in your
name is-
mind? What's his name in your mind?
Okay.
I hate you so much.
He's like the famous actor Kay. Why aren't they just saying that? He's been in so many movies. He was in Space Cowboys. You know,
Who's Two Face?
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but he doesn't look like a Tommy. Okay, does that face look like a Tommy?
What does Tommy look like?
So he looks like a K.
I don't. Yeah, he looks more like a K than he does a Tommy.
Ricky's like, this
No.
is the text I'm sending out. K.
Yeah, and I mean, like he looks more like I don't know, maybe like I don't know, like a Haggard or something like that, or
A Haggard?
or
That's
or
not a
perhaps
first name.
Eric looks more like a Haggard than he does.
and I'm just like what 3 feet shorter and probably weigh like half as much as that guy.
I don't know.
Yeah, but out of all of us, you've got the closest look with the facial
Oh
hair.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm the one of us that can grow the best beard.
Fuck you. I grew up with a beard.
Ginger beards don't really count as a beard because they're red.
Oh no, they totally count. They actually count
Just
twice
like everything
as
else
much.
about a ginger.
Wait
that
a
counts.
second. Is Ricky growing a beard? I thought he was just I thought he'd just been like shaving pubes off and then gluing them with crazy glue.
Ew.
Well, that's what he
Looks like
does.
Cartman.
He let
He's
his
just got upper facial pubic hair.
well, he had a little fuzz coming in, so he shaved it and then turned it into what do they call those? The hair extensions, and clipped them onto the fuzz. So now he's got hair extensions for a beard.
It'd be weird.
Pubic hair extensions.
Yeah, but the pube festival is coming up, guys. You can get like $10 per pube.
Yeah.
Damn it, Ricky.
So you guys
Damn
should
it,
totally
Does length count?
I don't know.
Let
It
it.
always counts.
Yeah, probably.
So just wax that shit so you get the maximum length possible.
Well, yeah, but see, then it's stuck in the wax.
Well, yeah.
So you see, so you have
So
to
heat
take
the
like a pair of
wax up.
pliers
Then you ruined it.
and just like grab a hold of your pubes and just rip them out.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm not
Talking
sure.
about ripping your pubes out to sell them for $10 a hair.
I think
No one
Ricky,
would buy
I think
it?
Ricky may be an alien. I think he may be an alien.
Yeah.
Either that or Ricky is like, I don't know. He's
Definitely
you know what it is. Ricky's some like crazy wizard guy, and he's like drinking that polyjuice potion, and actual Ricky's stuffed in your cellar right now.
He's been pulling pubes out of actual Ricky.
Yeah. he's
Well,
been
yeah,
pulling-
that's
pulling
what
an
I need that
actual
for the
Ricky.
polyjuice potion. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, that's what my
bet if
recipe
you-
called for.
I bet if you stab Ricky, he doesn't bleed any ginger worms, which means he's not a real
Not the
ginger.
real ginger.
No. So
He's laughing right now, but in the back of his mind, he's like, "What are these ginger worms? I need to make this, so I bleed ginger worms because right now it just comes out red, and they're gonna know."
I just feel like ginger worms would just be like a worm that reminds you of Ricky, and he's like lazy and smokes pot all day.
You just gave me the image of a really like fat worm laid back on a sofa with
So
a blunt
pretty
in his
much
mouth.
like you're imagining what is it? Oh god, what the fuck is his name? How did I forget his fucking name? It's from Star Wars.
Ricky. So
Oh.
Jabba the Hutt.
Jabba the
Nah,
Hutt,
like
God damn
miniature
it.
Jabba the Hutt. Yeah.
I kept on wanting to say Boba Fett, but I'm like, it's not Boba Fett. Boba Fett's not big and fat.
I was kind of thinking those worms from Men in Black here, just like
Yeah.
give them all red hair. And they're just like
That's exactly right. They
slurping
just
down
sit down-
coffee and smoking Marlboros.
Yeah, that's true.
Coffee is a narcotic to them.
Yeah. They're just fucking.
Ricky likes coffee.
Oh, them. I was like, what worms? But yes, I know what you're talking about now.
Did
think
you
we
watch
talked-
the movie?
I think we talked about it last week. I
Is he
know
actually
Eric
totally
has seen it, but the
gone?
cartoon. Anybody else see the cartoon?
So
Yeah,
much
for a
better.
little bit.
It's
I think
amazing.
I did. You know,
was-
just
it
a
was-
couple, like maybe 2 episodes, but I know I remember
It was
it. for sure.
awesome.
On CBS. I want to say.
I don't know.
I have no fucking clue what the hell that.
It was on TV.
Oh,
Seabass.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was on TV
Did you
network.
say
It was
Seabass?
on Fox.
I don't know. It'd explain why it got canceled then.
I know it wasn't on FX because it didn't exist then. So
No, it
we've,
did
we've
not.
narrowed that one down. It was also not on BET.
It was on WB, or the WB.
Oh, there we go.
Warner
Yeah, that
Brothers.
makes sense.
Yeah.
WB, yeah, that makes perfect sense. It seems like they would have kept it around too. WB's pretty good about keeping shows
it was
around.
around for a few seasons,
Was it?
I think.
Yeah.
It was good. It was a
So
good
is-
show.
And so was Animaniacs. I mean, that was a good show.
Isn't that show coming back though?
I think so.
I never watched it really. I saw once in a while just by random chance.
4
but-
seasons.
See, that's a while. That's like a little bit.
It's like a hotel.
I think by the time Animaniacs was on TV, though, I'd quit watching cartoons.
You got problems with you.
Jason has
seriously.
never
Never
quit
stop.
watching cartoons.
Well, I went back to watching cartoons. I quit for a long time.
I never
you
stopped
didn't.
watching
You just
cartoons.
took a hiatus.
No, yeah, I never quit watching. I mean, honestly, like,
Now Eric sounds like me when somebody's like, "Oh, I quit smoking for like 27 years." I'm like, "No, you didn't. You took a 27-year hiatus.
That's true. That's how it works. That's totally how it works.
You didn't quit because you're doing it now. Quitting means you never go back."
Quitting means it never happens again.
That's right.
It's like death is when your heart quits beating. Well, if it starts beating again, this bullshit. You're not dead anymore.
No, you just took a
Same.
break.
Yeah, it just like took a momentary life break.
Damn it.
what's happened to people before?
Yeah, quite a
know?
few people, I'm sure.
But it happened to Jay's wife in this movie when he didn't show up the next day.
Isn't she still alive? I mean, he looked at her, and then isn't he like there with her in the second movie?
No, Jay.
Jay, not K.
Not Kay.
Oh, does Jay? I don't think Jay was married.
Meaning he's married and he just ditches his old lady because that would be hilarious
went
if that's
right-
how it was.
They went and wiped her brain.
Well, that's
He
what they
was
would have
married.
done.
Phone.
I mean, they did the same thing with Kay's wife. They went and wiped her brain.
He was married.
Yeah.
Did you forget? Like, he's got a
Oh.
young boy,
Exactly.
and he's got a wife who's a stripper.
She's not a stripper
Yeah.
anymore. Remember? Oh,
He
you guys haven't
calls,
watched
he
the new
calls
movie, have
this
you?
old lady and he goes,
I have watched the
yeah,
new movie.
I was hanging out with this old white guy. He told me aliens are real, and I'm never gonna see you again. So fuck off. Click. That's how
She'd
that
probably
conversation
call up
went.
the police and be like, "Hello, I think my husband just joined a cult."
You guys think that 37-hour day would be like the worst fucking thing ever?
Like working 37 hours? What? What are we talking
Yeah,
about?
because they have a 30. So they work on a 37-hour day. Wouldn't that be the worst?
How much time do you get off though?
I'm guessing. Let's see. Probably 37 hours.
No, I'd probably say maybe like half of that.
Because that's the
You-
way
what?
everything else works.
Yeah. They would probably get
Okay,
half
it's
of
not-
that
it's
amount of
not
time
like
off.
In real life, you work a 24-hour day and then get 12 hours off. That's not how that works.
Well, no one
No.
works a 37-hour
Like,
day unless you're
Well, I
like
work- I
emergency
work a
services.
24-hour day at work, and then I only get like 4 hours off. I got to charge this guy for a lot of hours. I work easily a 400-hour week.
So they all like just. Is that why there's so much coffee there then? So they can just
Yeah.
stay up the whole time?
Well, that's what they said. I was always like 37-hour day. That's too much. Like I've been awake. How many hours was I awake when we went on that trip?
It
Close
took
to
us
that. I don't,
2.5 days to get there.
I was like at least 37 hours at one point. Let me tell you, I could not fight any crime at that point.
Oh,
That's
At
because we
all.
didn't take any drugs when we went that we knew of.
Wait, do you guys think they're just all high as fuck on Adderall?
Yeah. Aliens
Probably.
don't actually exist. They're all just sitting in this building taking
They're just
drugs.
maxed out on Adderall.
Uh-huh.
They looked it up.
warehouse.
They looked it up in the Nazi War Journal on how many Adderalls it takes to see a alien, and they're like, "Oh, okay, 2 past ghosts. Okay, pop it in. Bam, 7. All right, guys, let's go fight some aliens." And they're just in somebody's basement, just like punching in the air, like that kid on the Jedi YouTube video, where he's just like, and it's just they're all standing there. Man, Jay, did you see that? They're actually like 7-year-old kids, all like just maxed out on their Adderall meds.
Damn it.
That's hilarious. Oh man.
Yeah,
Oh,
so I mean, like, I don't know, that power to have like your head blowing off and have it regrow back seems pretty cool. Apparently, it hurts.
What if it looked like that?
That'd be
What if it
fun.
looked like Tony Shalhoub? I mean, for you
So
that would
you-
be a massive improvement, but for me,
Fuck
like
you.
I can't do that.
Damn it, dude.
Then again, you could be like, "Hey, I'm Tony Shalhoub. I lost my credit card. Somebody mail it to me."
Well, I mean, I could also win a lot of bets. Like, I could bet people like $10,000 that I could shoot myself in the face and survive. And they're like,
Nobody
dude, no
would take that
way.
bet.
And I'm like, yeah, sure, dude. I'm gonna take. Well, dude, obviously, like, no one's gonna think I'm just gonna grow my fucking head back. So obviously, they're gonna take the bet.
Most people.
It's just gonna look like they blew your head off and stole your money. All right, Jason.
Right. Most people probably aren't going to want to see somebody shoot themselves in the head, so they're going to be like, nah, that's all right, you
There
crazy
are
bastard.
plenty
And
enough
then they're
people
going to
out
turn around
there.
and call the police because you threatened to shoot yourself in the head.
And then the police are gonna shoot me in the head to try to prevent me from committing suicide. So, like, what's the point? Then I'm gonna walk in the police and be like, "You owe me $10,000, bitch."
Does anything else grow
Step away
back on
from
that
the
guy?
gun!
Like, if somebody shot him in the chest, would he survive that?
Like, if it pushed the bullet out or if it went through, it would just seal up or whatever, maybe.
Because I think in both movies he's been shot in the head, but not anywhere else. They did talk about shooting him where it doesn't grow back in the second movie.
Yeah, they
Maybe
put
that's
his
where
gun up
brain
against
is
his
in the
penis.
chest.
It's possible.
You have to just use the word penis, don't you, Jason? You just
Dick?
You
Cock?
just had to get it out there, didn't you?
Junk?
Wiener. Guys,
Wiener?
come on. It's known as a
Weenus?
wiener.
Penis?
Let's
Goddamn
just-
adults
let's
call it
get
a
Exactly.
wiener,
The
Jason.
scientific term is
A
wiener.
weenus?
Wiener.
Weenus.
Damn it.
You guys got to admit, when you guys were in 3rd grade, if you heard some dude say wiener, you'd laugh your ass off.
I still laugh.
I'm all-
at
Yeah,
it.
Still
like,
laugh.
I still kind of laugh, dude.
I'm like, I want to see. So there's this thing you can do where you can like record or have recordings of people's voices and then perfectly synthesize. That's another word I'm trying to say. Synthesize them saying stuff. Wouldn't it be hilarious to see, like, to make a thing where you got Barack Obama and President Trump being like, "Let's see who has the bigger wiener." Oh, I guarantee you, I have the bigger wiener, and then just back and forth. It would be hilarious.
Oh man.
I mean, just like, one's like, I have the biggest wiener, and the other one's like, I have the biggest wiener. It's the most powerful wiener you've ever seen. It's orange. It looks like a carrot that's been radioactive for years.
Does it have like a Illuminati
Yeah.
K on it too.
And it would,
Well, no, he's got a merkin on it.
And then,
Exactly. He's got
Yeah.
his merkin on it that looks exactly like his hair.
yeah.
Twinsies.
Then you could have John Cena's voice be in there, and like all he has to say is "please." That's it.
And they just have the sound of something smashing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
It's like technology, you know. Like,
Take this.
which alien invented that?
Take the sound of Hulk punching like a roadway and just put that in after he says, "Oh please."
Oh man.
Oh, that's too good. That's too good.
That's
So
pretty good.
yeah, I mean, those guns are pretty fucking awesome in this movie.
Who
Yeah.
made the fucking noisy cricket? Like, what kind of tiny ass alien made that?
It wasn't a
Apparently
tiny
is really
alien.
strong.
It was actually a very large alien that's
With tiny
super
hands?
buff, but he has hands like Steve.
He's got little tiny hands.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was Bruce Lee. That was
Bruce
what
Lee?
I think it was.
Bruce
Seems
Lee
like
made a
that.
tiny-
Doesn't that seem like a name that Bruce Lee would come up with?
Noisy cricket.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Bruce Lee
Plus we-
could be an alien.
Well, he must have been an alien. He's like, you know what? Fuck these guys. I'm trying to teach them all this
Well,
stuff.
I
They're
mean,
not learning.
Elvis Presley was an alien. He didn't really die. He just went back home.
I
That's
didn't
right.
really understand that whole line. Like, you know,
And it's the same thing with Kurt
Will Smith's
Cobain.
like, he's dead, right? And it's like, what the fuck does that matter? You can still listen to his music. If somebody dies, it means you can't listen to their music. I don't really get that line whatsoever.
Well, yeah, it's. I mean,
Did-
like you didn't realize even, but it was actually illegal to listen to like Beethoven and Bach
I
and
guess.
Mozart and all that kind of shit.
Did Case say something about
My
he
God,
knew the guy or
Ricky
something?
knows who Beethoven, Mozart, and Bach is.
He
That's
doesn't.
what
They're just names
Tommy
he's
Lee
heard.
Jones is.
No, I also know who
Ricky
Richard
is an
Wagner is, who was a
anti-millennial
neo-Nazi,
guy.
but he made some pretty cool music. You know that that A Flight of the Valkyries? Yeah, that was
Yeah.
made by Richard Wagner, who was a neo-Nazi.
They played it while they were bombing the fuck out of England, huh?
Yep. I'm just saying.
It really gets you in the mood to blow shit up. That's
It
for sure.
really fucking does.
I
Like,
actually put that in one of our videos on the internet. That's not good. I didn't know that.
It doesn't matter. It's just a
We're
song.
gonna get exposed.
As what?
Oh my god!
Being white
Dusty
people
Old
that are
Bones says
illiterate?
it's tied. They're both wieners. Oh man! I thought for a second she said they have both their wieners tied up, and I was like,
oh, damn it.
"Oh fuck!" So, did you guys ever think that this could have been like the '90s kids Ghostbusters?
Yes.
It could have been. It could have been.
Like it was so close. I think it lacked like a little bit of marketability. Like they didn't have the proton packs and stuff like that, but it totally could have been that generation's Ghostbusters.
Yeah, but they had like besides the Ray-Bans that just fucking blew up after this fucking movie. They had the like just actual devices in the thing. There was the guns and shit like that. The
noisy
neuralizer. Everybody
cricket.
fucking wanted a neuralizer. Those things were cool, but I mean,
They
they're
actually
not as
did
cool.
market a toy neuralizer that just
Yeah.
like flashed and like basically like strobed.
Gave you fucking seizures.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
Tell
you
you what.
pretty much forgot.
I bet Louis C.K. wished he had a neuralizer.
God damn
God damn it, Eric.
I don't like this movie though, because it tries to disprove the flat Earth theory. Because I'm woke and I know that the Earth is
I
flat.
hate you, Eric.
I'm woke. I've been awoke, people.
Uh.
The earth is flat.
Yeah, the Earth is
Yeah.
flat. There's a giant fucking ice wall surrounding us to keep the water
Yeah.
in. It's guarded by highly armed people there. If you get too
Guarded by
close
Harley
to
Quinn.
it, they're
Guys.
they'll go and they'll shoot and
Game
kill
of
you.
Thrones. Game of Thrones proves that there's an ice wall. That's where they film it. That's where they actually will let the government will let you film the ice wall. That's where it comes from. I'm serious. I'm woke. I seen the documentary Game of Thrones. They have the ice wall in it. It shows you the Earth plainly on a piece of paper. It's like it's all claymation like, and that totally looks like real life.
I hate
You guys have no response to that?
It's
Just supposed
because
to argue about science and like experiments and stuff, and then I was gonna be like, no, but I'm woke. just talk over you like they do. I've seen it in action.
Yeah, that's what they do.
That just means it's not going to get anywhere.
Pretty much.
Sons of bitches. So
I
do you
wonder,
guys?
what do flat earthers do if you were to put them on a spaceship, send them to space, and they looked down at the Earth and saw it was
They
round?
would say they're not really in space and they're nothing more than a large machine with a simulation.
There you
playing in
go.
the
You're
window.
right. That's what they would do. They are so
Yeah.
confident in their beliefs.
How do you
I
explain
really
flying around
think-
the world?
You drop
Well,
them off on
the
another
thing
world,
is-
they're just gonna believe, oh, you guys just put me in a
flying
fucking
around the
middle.
world.
Flying
Drop
around
them
the world
off
on an
another
airplane.
world. Ricky's hearing phonetics are so weird. Steve says, "Fly them around the world," and Ricky hears, "Put them on another world."
Yeah.
Fly them to somewhere else. Like, you know what? We're just fly you to Mars, and then you can think about
Well,
your
maybe that's
actions.
how the moon people
When
started.
you're on this airless timeout. Wait, maybe they should do that.
An
So-
airless timeout. I like it.
Yeah.
An airless
Airless
timeout. Let's
timeout,
just do
yeah.
that with flat earthers.
Do you think this is a? Do you think this is all just a ploy so somebody will fly them around the world and they'll just get a free trip around the world?
Whoa, guys! I've got a new. I'm gonna totally start on Twitter with that crap and see if I can get a free flight around the world. That'd be awesome.
Well, just start your own GoFundMe account.
No, I'm just gonna start calling out some scientists to be like, "Flat Earth is real. Fly me around the world to prove it's not."
Look how
Oh,
that,
hashtag you won't. And then bam, 2 days later, I'll be like on a jet plane, and then it'll crash because the guy will have reprogrammed the plane because he's a genius scientist.
and then
little
you
does
end
he
up on
know.
another planet.
Well, no,
Fighting
then
in
he's
a
gonna end up on the
gladiatorial combat
island from
and
that
just
TV show. You have to deal with that weird smoke monster.
Wouldn't it suck if I literally crashed into the ice wall?
They just
Like,
construct a
fly
giant
over-
ice wall just to make you crash
Just
into it.
flying over Antarctica, and my pilot's drunk as fuck, and he's like 2 feet off of sea level, and he just hammers the side of the Antarctic continent. And I'm
Eric
like,
Crash is like, I was fucking joking. What the hell?
damn it, you guys, it's not supposed to be real. What the hell? Some penguins just like flipping me off as I'm sinking in the ocean. I know you're the one drinking all the Diet Pepsi, bitch. Fucking polluting me.
Well, no, it's Coca-Cola. Them and the polar bears like Coca-Cola.
They do like Coca-Cola.
The commercial taught me this.
Wait, is there really penguins and polar bears in the same commercial drinking Coca-Cola?
Which
Yes.
makes no sense because they do not live on the same continents. I am aware.
Are there actually penguins in those? I know there's
No.
polar bears.
Yeah, there were a
There's
few
others
times they
here.
added penguins into the commercials.
Yeah.
I think Ricky is. I'm gonna call him bullshit on
But
this one.
penguins are south
I'm
polars.
almost positive they added fucking
All right.
penguins to a few of their older commercials.
Okay,
I'm
penguins.
almost
Yeah.
We're
positive.
gonna look up penguins.
All right,
penguins.
yeah. Mr. Google, that's Steve's nickname. We're gonna call him Mr. Google from now. Let's find
Yes.
this out. We have to find out if penguins, first of all,
Dude, that
are
actually
real.
sounds like a really cool show. I
Mr.
like name.
Google.
That would be like
You know, like Mr. Robot.
it'd be
show,
like
you know,
Mr.
but, like,
Robot,
It's
only
just
Mr.
like
Google.
exactly, but it's Mr. Google.
Dude, Mr. Robot is a good show.
I've never seen it.
Oh, it's
I
good.
hear
It's
it's
about
really
this
good.
hacker who's like a. Oh, you know what, Jason? You'd like the show. He acts just like you.
I've already
He's like,
watched it.
He's all. Yeah, it's good. Doesn't he act just like you?
Is he an edgelord?
Oh, what?
I don't think he's an edgelord, no. But what he does is he's the split personality, and we haven't seen Jason's other personality yet. We haven't seen Mr. Robot.
Steve has seen my other personality, perhaps.
That sounded a little.
We're not talking about your wiener, Jason.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like, this sounded a little personal, private conversation there. I don't think you should mention that.
I
You
feel
guys
like-
ever think there's been a split personality where their sexuality has been different?
Probably.
I wouldn't think there couldn't be.
All right.
That would be
I
a-
mean, it would explain why how many times I've woken up with Ricky making out with me.
All right, Ricky's right. There is a Coca-Cola commercial. All the penguins are dancing like in Happy Feet, and then little baby polar bear slides down the hill, and one of the little baby penguins gives him a Coca-Cola. So
Yeah, you see, fucking
2011.
boom, bitch.
And
Boom.
Ricky doesn't know who Tommy Lee
I
Jones
know.
is.
I
He
know.
doesn't look like a fucking Tommy to me, okay?
He looks like a K.
Yeah, it looks more like K than a fucking Tommy.
Ricky, do you know who Clint Eastwood is?
He's some guy that used to play in a lot of westerns, and then he
Thank
played
God,
that.
at least he knows
and
that. I
then
was
he
going to tell
played
you
that
punch
one
yourself
movie
in the
where
nuts if you don't know who he is.
Where it's
you know,
named
like,
after a car,
he
and
was
there's like
like,
an
you know,
Asian
the
guy
crazy
in
old
it.
man on his porch with a gun, yelling at the kids to get off his lawn.
He was
Wait
yelling
a-
like
wait a
Compton
second,
or some
guys.
shit.
Let's reimagine this movie, okay, with Morgan Freeman as K and Chris Farley as J.
Okay, the world is destroyed.
All right, Morgan
That
Freeman.
would be
Morgan
hilarious.
Freeman gets a couple more freckles for explaining why the world got destroyed. Then
Morgan
he flies off to another planet to explain more convoluted plots.
Morgan
Wouldn't that be
Freeman seems
hilarious?
overly patient, but I feel like he would punch Chris Farley in the face.
Or Danny Glover.
I don't know who Danny Glover is.
So Danny Glover and Chris Farley, or Danny Glover and Morgan Freeman?
Or Danny Glover and Chris Farley.
They could get along better.
Oh my God, that would be great. He'd be yelling at him, "Keep up, fatty!" But Danny Glover style. That'd be awesome. Oh man, I just want to see that movie now.
What's
Danny Glover
Danny Glover
yelling
style?
at Chris Farley. He'll be like, "Man, if you don't speed it up, you're gonna be living in a van down by the river."
Yeah, and then he'd have to retire.
On a
'cause
steady
he's too
diet
old
of
for that
government
shit.
cheese.
Now, every time Chris Farley got his feelings hurt, he would turn his thing to like 10 seconds and flash himself so he couldn't remember why he was upset.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Did you eat? What?
That could be part of the movie plot where he accidentally flashes back like 22 years and he's 8 years old again.
Oh.
He's like, "Why? Where did Daddy go with the car?" Danny Glover's like, "What the fuck?" Oh man. Yeah.
Then they'd have to put him in the really weird machine from the second one that like spins you all around and
The
shit.
deneuralizer?
Yeah.
And
Oh,
hit you in the head with a bowling ball or some shit like that? I don't know.
Dusty Old Bones says The Rock in Tommy Lee Jones's spot and Rob Schneider in Will Smith's role.
Rob Schneider is an alien.
Oh, God.
Oh man.
And we could definitely get to see Kay beat the shit out of people.
Especially
can't have the-
Rob Schneider.
Yeah. Oh.
God damn it.
There'd be a big size difference there for sure.
You know what I really want to
Just
see
right
The
on his
Rock
back all
play?
the time.
Yeah.
I really want to see you guys remember that cartoon when we were little kids that had that really big dumb dog? And then
Clifford?
and it was kind of like the play on like George and Lenny.
Oh, it was on Looney Tunes.
Yeah. I want to see The Rock be the big dumb dog and then just anybody small be the other guy.
And he does
Yeah.
dumb good. Like,
Yeah.
you know, what was that movie that we seen with Kevin Hart?
Central Intelligence?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
I like that. Yeah.
That was a good one, yeah. Man. You
Those
need to
guys do
figure
good-
out how to
Those guys do pretty good together.
Yeah.
They're going to be in that new Jumanji movie also.
They're
So
remaking
nice.
It's pretty
Jumanji?
funny.
It's,
They're not remaking. They're making a new one.
Oh,
Huh.
well, that's
Yeah.
right. They never did truly destroy the Jumanji board. They just threw it in a river, I think, right?
yeah, but
Wait,
the new
is
one's
Jack
based on
Black
like
gonna be in that?
I think the new
Yes.
one is off computer or something. It's like
Yeah,
modernized.
it's a video game.
Dumb.
Jumanji on computer?
Oh,
Who the hell would create a game out of Jumanji?
I don't know. I'm sure they'll try to explain it and somehow change it into it's a video game now because the board game maybe changes depending on the time period or some shit.
I
I
wish
don't know.
Rob Schneider was in it. Rob Schneider is a video game. Look at Rob Schneider.
They've already done the video game thing though. What movie was that? It was like a horror game that you
Oh,
die in.
yeah. Had Frankie Muniz in it.
Yeah, it did.
What?
Here's Ricky. Who's Frankie Muniz?
No, that's the guy from Malcolm in the Middle. Isn't
Oh
it?
my god!
Wait a
It's
second.
only
we,
'cause it's
guys,
from a
we've
show you've
unlocked the
watched,
secret.
right?
If it's in a after-school Fox show, Ricky's seen it.
Stay Alive.
That's it.
Stay Alive. That's the one. Yeah.
That guy's all messed up apparently. He's got like he can't remember shit. He had
Yeah,
like
he-
tons of concussions or something.
Weed.
The hell was he
Yeah,
doing to get
So
concussions?
it's so
though?
so sad. So,
Weed.
would you shut up? So he's on Dancing with the Stars this season, and yeah, I found out so much about him because I thought he was kind of like an annoying little kid. He's just
Mhm.
like kind of whiny and kind of
Well, no, he was
Yeah.
he was what, a NASCAR driver, wasn't he? Like he drove for like NASCAR. Well, I know for a
Yeah.
fact he drove race cars.
Yeah, he did. But so what they do on the show is have a episode with a your most your most memorial the year you remember the
Memorable?
most. Yeah, whatever, you get it. And so his he has so much memory loss. He doesn't remember being on Malcolm in the Middle. Like, so he chose this year to be his best year because it's the year he can remember currently. And like his girlfriend is so sweet that she writes down every day of what they do and who they met and what they did, so he can remember eventually.
Yeah, the
But
old cast
he-
actually goes
had-
off and helps him remember a lot of that shit.
Probably like Bryan Cranston, like
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
is
yeah.
a good guy. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
but yeah, like he has so many concussions and then seizures and stuff. His memory's just shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it kind of sucks. I mean, he could. I was wondering why. Let's say I heard that story. I don't know, a couple months ago, and I was wondering why. Because I was like, I saw his name and I was like, why isn't that guy in any movies? And then I read that story and I was like, oh, I guess that makes sense. But I was like, where the fuck did all these concussions come from? He's not big enough to be a football player.
Well, no, I think he got
So-
a lot of them from racing.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
that
yeah.
makes sense.
And his back's all fucked up too. So he does actually pretty well dancing on the show, with everything that's going against him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's not like a lumbering 300-pound guy.
Well, no.
You know what I mean? Like, and dealing with the pain, he's like a limber. Well, how much do you think he weighs?
I don't know,
Oh,
probably
like
about as
50 or
much as like
something?
Jason.
Okay, so 105 pounds. That's not very heavy. Wispy.
I think Jason weighs a little more than that, but
What do you weigh, Jason?
135 right now. I put on some
See,
weight.
I was only 20 pounds off.
Good math. Good math, Eric.
damn it.
Yeah, he was in a Sharknado movie. In the third one, we haven't watched that one yet.
Oh, that's
Oh, yeah.
yeah. I haven't
we
brought
did.
that one up yet.
No, we haven't watched the third one yet. We will watch.
Seems
first
like
and
we've
second.
watched 18 of those things, and I
Well,
guess we
you just
we
watched two of them,
two?
and you've watched 18 of them.
Oh, no,
Only
yeah,
two.
yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. We've only watched the first two, and we still have 3 and 4 left.
We'll get so many. There's 5, Ricky. There's number
There's 5.
Oh, there's
They're
5
making
now?
them almost
yeah.
faster than we're watching them.
Well,
Yeah.
that's because like I don't want to like bring them up as often, because I know you guys aren't the biggest fan of them.
Well, I don't hate them for as horrible as they are.
They're fucking hilarious to watch.
They are.
to
They're
talk
hilarious
about,
to
too.
watch.
Ricky, next time you pick one, it needs to be sometime when I can go down there and be high with you when we watch it. I think that would work. Maybe a little drunk too, and I think I'd really appreciate the movie.
Yeah, just
I'd be coming from the same headspace as you at that point.
Oh, you got a long ways to go to catch up.
For you to
me.
come from the same headspace as Ricky, you'd have to be high and he'd have to be sober, because him being sober is like you being high.
Well, I have to be
probably.
like negative, like high, like I mean,
Negative high.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How are you
like,
gonna be negative high? What the hell does that even mean, negative high?
He's got to go
Wait,
to a
so
fucking
Ricky's saying-
cleansing.
Ricky's
thing.
saying to be in the same headspace, I'd have to dumb myself down with weed, and Ricky would have to give himself a crap load of Adderall so he could almost see the
well,
aliens.
no,
can
I would just
see,
have to
'cause
shove
I'm
one of
woke
those
and
omega
he's
seeds
not.
up my ass. That's all I'd have to do.
All I heard is up my ass. What are you talking about?
Shove one of those omega seeds up my ass.
Omega?
Yeah.
Guys, we need to get a water bottle and paint it just right, and then tell him it's an omega seed, and he'll be like, "Oh my god,
Oh
you actually
my
found one!" And then be like, "Do you feel any smarter with that thing shoved up your ass?"
And what would you do if it actually worked?
I would shove a water bottle up my ass too.
Oh God, Eric.
I go and
Except-
pull my water bottle out, and I'm like, Eric, I was just fucking
I
with you.
know. That's exactly what would happen too.
I just wanted to
It's
see
like
if you
I
actually
was
shove
gonna
water up your
say-
ass too.
I was going to say placebo effect, so it'll work on him, but not you, because he'll think it made him smarter.
It'd be like the Charlie thing, where they give Charlie the drugs and make him think, or that therapy or whatever, make him think he's smarter.
Yeah.
Starts talking in Mandarin.
Yeah. Oh. That was close. I almost attempted to do the same.
God damn it.
What was your favorite? What was your guys' okay? What was your guys' favorite part of this movie? Men in Black.
Favorite part of this
When
movie?
he's no, is that when he's stepping on the cockroaches?
Which part? Like the very end there?
Yeah, where
That's
like it's
your
so
auntie
open,
and
like
your
just
uncle.
pisses the fucking giant cockroach thing off as he's just like stepping on him. Oh, was that your auntie? I'm like, yes.
Okay, I love it when they shoot down the large spaceship and Kay's just standing there and Jay keeps looking at him like ready to fucking run, and Kay's just standing there like, it'll stop.
I've done this a time or two. It'll stop.
I like that first time he shoots the noisy cricket. He just flies against the wall. He's like, "What the fuck?"
Punches that huge ass fucking hole in a truck.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have a couple because I really love this movie. At the very beginning, when Tommy Lee Jones is going through the the van of the immigrants, and he's talking to the alien, and he's talking Spanish to him, and you're muy feo, no? You're really ugly, right? And he's like, yeah. It was just one of my favorite lines when I was younger. Like I learned a lot of Spanish from just that.
You only know that in old people.
So she can tell,
Spanish family down the
they're
road
ugly in
killing
Spanish.
And then I like the scene where he's chasing his the alien at the very beginning where he's wearing that orange and white thing, and he falls down all the way down and he's not there, and he blinks the eyes and all that, and I like that. And,
chasing in the beginning.
Yeah.
and
I also
then
really,
of course the sugar water part. I don't know, I like that part. Sugar.
I actually really like the very beginning too, when it first starts and the music is playing and it's like over the back of the dragonfly.
Yeah.
That's a really good scene, the way that was shot.
That thing, I always remember that part. Like, if I see anything that's even similar, I'm like Men in Black. Like, if I don't know, it's there's something about that thing. So,
well, the music is very unique. You never hear any music anywhere like that at all.
Yeah.
No, and it works perfect with the whole like sci-fi alien thing too.
Yeah.
Like it really does.
I think my favorite part is when the fat cop is talking about how he's half the man.
yeah.
And then he's like, "What are you talking about? You are half the man." I was like, sick burn. That's my favorite part. It's just like, that was a great burn, man, because that guy's fat and you're not fat.
Okay, well, not to mention the part where Will Smith is learning the training, like shooting the aliens, and he doesn't shoot them. He shoots a little girl because of,
Oh,
the
God.
book she's holding.
Yeah.
The test scene in that is great.
Those are way too
Advanced for her.
advanced for
Well, I mean, like
age.
he's also saying, okay, like this guy up here, he's just got a tissue here. It looks like he's just sneezing. So I wouldn't want to shoot him. Shit like that. But this girl here, like, look at this, like physics books and all this kind of shit. Like she's up to some shit. Like she's up to something.
I like that whole test scene very at the beginning of that whole thing too, where he's just like everybody's trying to write and shit like that. And he just drags the whole fucking table over. Just the most noise. He's like, "Fucking, I need to write on this thing, right?"
I know. I always thought that Tiffany was such a tragic thing. I mean, that's Albert Einstein's great niece, and she was bringing her father's or whatever Albert Einstein's books back from the university. She had to walk through a bad part of town, and then she just gets executed.
Damn it!
Some crazy cop. I mean, whoa!
Damn it, Aaron.
Oh, man. Wouldn't that be a weird name, Tiffany Einstein?
Yeah, it doesn't sound right.
It's like Paris Heinstein.
Did you say Einstein?
I think I said Einstein. Yeah. That was close. I could have started that with a W.
Oh.
Then he'd be like shooting her on purpose.
God damn it, Eric.
He did shoot her on purpose.
For different reasons, though.
Yeah,
because of the book she was
different
carrying. She's up to no
not
good.
Not for other predatory reasons.
Exactly. She's she was going to be a mass terrorist, and he had to shoot her.
That tissue makes that whole thing look way worse in that context.
God damn it, Aaron. All right, so we all know Gary Busey is on that list of aliens, right? Like,
Oh yeah, he's in the thing though.
Is he on there?
Yeah.
Is he on the screen?
No.
Yeah, he's on Oprah's show. You can see Oprah, and in the background you see Gary Busey. You can tell he's got his teeth.
Got his teeth?
Got his teeth.
Danny DeVito was on there too, which makes a lot of sense.
It does.
Yeah,
It really does.
he seems like an alien.
It was his race that made the noisy cricket. The little tiny guys.
Oh my god! You think
So,
Charlie's one of his race?
Probably. I mean, they both like the same things, milk, steak, and jelly beans.
And cheese.
Yeah, and cheese.
Wait a second.
Lots of cheese.
I might be one of that. I really like cheese.
Well, you definitely got the look, Eric.
What if I'm an alien? That would be freaky. Wouldn't that be freaky? Like if you didn't know, one day you're like taking a leak and then you catch your like skin or something, you rip it open and there's like your actual alien self, and you're like, uh-oh.
It'd be
That's
kind of
not good.
exciting because then I'd have a whole new, you know, like wiener to play with. Just saying, you know, I'm just saying what everyone's thinking.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God! Here's the worst. Gary Busey neuralizing himself.
So
Talk
now
about
he
finding
doesn't even
a
have
whole
to eat
new
in the
wiener
dark
to
anymore.
play
He's
with every freaking day. Bloop! Whoa! What is this thing? Nice.
He doesn't even have to eat in the dark anymore. Then he just eats it and then neuralizes himself so he forgets what he ate. With that, it's time for Eric Translates Busey. It's time for Eric Translates Busey.
Well. That's the sound the bear makes. That's something you learn on your own, though. It doesn't matter the words I give you. What matters is the words you have inside you to tell you what I just told you in your own way. We gotta recharge your brave batteries. What kind of an idiot are you?
All right, Eric Translates Busey is a segment we have on the show where I read a quote from Gary Busey and Eric tries to translate it for us because nobody knows what the fuck Gary Busey's talking about. Sometimes Eric does. So this
Yeah,
one,
plus, my dad looks like Gary Busey, so a little bit.
Yeah, I don't see it.
oh, there it is.
Seen him.
Hold on, fuck, where is it?
Come on, Steven.
I had it and it's gone.
Will you
Hold on.
drop the fucking ball?
Shut the fuck up,
Didn't he jump the shark?
Something like that.
Sharknado.
Ricky said he jumped the ball, so I was trying to at least bring it
Dropped
back to
the
an
ball.
actual saying.
Yeah, I said drop the ball, but you know,
You said, it's recorded, Ricky. You said
He said
jumped
drop.
the ball.
He said drop.
the ball.
Oh, maybe I'm just hearing him through the microphone. Jason, you're supposed to stick on my side. You could follow me
Normally
for
I
Ricky.
would, but I already had agreed with him, and I couldn't go back because then I just look like I'm flip flopping around.
You don't want to look like that.
Well, isn't that what you like doing,
Don't want to be
Jason?
a flip flopper, huh?
Keeps things interesting for you.
All right, so Busey just said this one recently, and I more or less just what the hell? What is he talking about, or what was he doing at the time? So this one is
Uh-oh.
it's fun to chase the moon when it's full. I don't know.
Okay, I know exactly what he's doing. I've done this before. So what you do is you get a little bit drunk, a little bit of the old, oh yeah, and then you go out to a nice field when it's just been rained on, take all your clothes off, and then you just chase the moon.
Now, do you maybe think though? Now that's what I was thinking. Like okay, like maybe like his wife got naked and he started chasing after her, so he's chasing the full moon. You get it? Because it's just a full bare ass, you know. So it's a full moon.
I don't know,
He's
that's-
chasing the moon.
Doesn't that seem a
it's-
little
it's-
predatory? I
it's
don't want to
best
bring
to
that into
chase
this
the
that into this
moon.
kind of context. You know, let's try and keep this.
Well,
pure.
it's
This is
his
your
wife.
duty,
Like,
after
how is
all.
that predatory? They're like, I mean, she's naked in front of
Oh,
him,
it doesn't
playing
matter.
around,
Now,
being
what is
kinky.
she his property? Well, I can take this in a bad direction. I'm not doing that. Ricky, we can't talk about the moon like that, man. Wait a second. What if he's talking about a moon pie? A full moon pie? Have you guys ever seen one of those? Where you take 2 moon pies and then you get like 4 peeps, you heat it up and you stick it all together?
So, okay, so you make a moon pie sandwich with Peeps? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, but it's called a full moon. You guys have ever heard of that?
No.
No.
Did you just make
I
this
think
up?
you just made
Okay,
that.
this is probably a Chester, California thing then, because I'm not even kidding you. I watched somebody make one and they call it a full moon. I thought everybody knew about this.
This is gonna
Oh, I
bring
thought
up
you were
real
pulling
bad
away.
stuff for my thing here.
No.
When you type pie into anything on the internet, it's gonna be bad. All right.
Especially a full moon pie.
All right. Hold on a second. You guys keep
Wouldn't it be
talking.
weird if
No.
Gary Busey's
Oh,
like
no.
tasting a cream pie?
Oh
You know what
god.
you're doing.
Well, it's gonna be even worse than that. It's gonna be
A
worse than a
full moon
cream pie. It's
pie?
gonna be a full moon pie. It's
It's
even
gonna be a
worse.
very large moon with a pie in it. That's for sure.
Or a
That's
cream
just-
pie with the moon in there.
That's just what the fuck, Eric.
Steve's like, oh my god, look at Steve. He's getting grossed out right now. He's like,
Yeah.
He could be getting grossed out. He might just be like, I need to go back to that later. Save it.
Yeah.
See that?
he's gonna pull a Ricky. He's like, I'm gonna go take a shit. I'll be right back.
Hey, that was a legitimate shit
All right,
taking.
this looks like somebody played Ookie Cookie, so I don't think that's it.
Ookie cookie.
what was
that
that quote
sounds like a real bad porno.
You
Hey,
don't know what that
Yeah.
is?
let's go make some ookie cookie.
Ookie cookie.
I'll let you look that up later.
Oh, what the
was the
fuck?
quote again, Steve?
It's fun to
Wait.
chase a full moon.
Oh, it's fun to chase the moon
Oh, it's
when
fun
it's
to chase it when it's full. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I think that's definitely. I mean, all right. So if you're chasing, let's just say he's legitimately just chasing the moon. Have you guys ever tried to chase the moon when it's not there at all? You just run into trees and bark yourself up.
Bark yourself up.
And that seems exactly like a Gary Busey movie. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna wait till the moon's not there, and then I'm gonna chase that sucker. I'll find it. I can eat in the dark. I'm Gary Busey. I can definitely chase the moon when it's
Well,
not
I mean,
there.
his teeth kind of act like a shield, from anything that coming at him from So.
This is so bad. I ended up on Urban Dictionary and I shouldn't have been here.
Oh no.
Oh, it's
you
so
should-
gross.
Can
Okay,
you read this out
This
loud?
is the new segment. Let's just make up a saying and then see if it's an Urban Dictionary.
Yeah.
So, Steve, what is this one?
Let's just do that.
What is
Really
it,
want me to
What
read
does it
this thing?
Yes.
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 No. Ricky, pre-read it and make sure it's okay to say.
I don't know if it's good. It's so gross.
I don't know if it's good.
If Ricky's face lights up, it means we can't say it. Oh my god, I wish there was a monster behind you that would scare the shit out of you guys right now. Just jump behind you.
Yeah.
Ah!
Eric,
You
if
guys
you
would all
just
be like-
somehow popped out behind us, that would scare the fuck out of us.
Oh man, I wish I could teleport. Stupid no power crap.
I know, man.
Why can't somebody invent that? Tesla dude, what are you doing with yourself? Make a
Exactly.
teleport device. Damn it. I'm gonna go yell at him. Be like, what are you even doing? Can't even make us teleport.
This is gross, guys. Like,
Oh, Jason said it's
Oh.
gross. All right,
It's-
let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Move on. I
let's
don't know.
read it. It's bad, but I think we can read it. There's nothing in there that's,
My
like,
mom says hi, Ricky.
bad.
Wait, Dusty Old Bone says that.
All right,
Sorry about that.
what do you guys want me to do here? You want me to read this thing?
Should he read it? It's pretty bad.
Let's put it in
Jason says
you
it's
can put it
bad,
in
then don't
notes
do
so
it.
I
Just
can read it.
abbreviate. Like,
Give the gist of it, Steven.
Ricky, no. Steve's
no
face
giving a
is
gist
bright
of this
red.
without
Guys,
Philip
let's just
saying
change
it,
the
though.
subject here. Let's talk about something funny, like
oh, this
Will
is pretty
Smith's
funny.
awesome jokes.
Awesome chokes.
I heard chokes also.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Is that part of this thing? No, there's no chokes in this.
Oh. Oh my god, that's not good. This sounds
Yeah,
like a really
suffice
bad...
it to say, Kelly, a moon pie involves probably your least favorite subject that comes up here in
Poop.
the show.
Let's not do it, guys. So, are you guys talking like 2 girls, 1 cup style stuff?
And
Oh,
was,
it's worse.
uh,
It's worse.
It's not
No,
worse than two
no.
girls,
Okay.
one cup.
All right, so let's talk about.
That was Eric translates Busey for
The,
this week.
the, the,
Have you guys ever seen Tommy Lee Jones in Lonesome Dove? He kicks a dude in the face with cowboy boots, and I'm telling you, Tommy Lee Jones has the highest actor's vertical jump I've ever seen. He's like 20 feet in the air when he kicks this guy in the face.
I don't think I've ever seen Lonesome Dove.
Not-
I'm thinking about
Are
it.
you sure he
Literally
wasn't hooked
20
up
feet
to
high?
like a bungee?
No, and he's not literally. He's just really high off the ground for such a short guy. He just kicks this thing up in the like. He just with cowboy. You guys ever want to kick a guy in the face with cowboy boots on? That's your enemy. That's like, okay, imagine this. Like you come home and you got a girlfriend, and then this guy is boning your girlfriend. And all right, so he's gonna pull his pants on to fight you, but he trips and falls down, and he's on his hands and knees, and you have cowboy boots on, and you can kick him in the face. Doesn't that sound perfect?
Damn it.
Or Kelly, in your case, some chick.
Well, I think she's gonna be kicking you
Even
in
better,
the face,
that's what
Eric.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Sorry.
Like,
I'm telling you right now.
I
if
don't think the
Esperanza
chick is
maid was
gonna
on
get kicked
top of me and
first.
fell down,
Unless it was like like my sister or somebody, like, I'd probably get hurt. I don't know. I'd be like, fists and elbows and feet. Get the hell off,
Fists
all
and
of
elbows
y'all.
and feet.
Kelly's gonna be using everything at her disposal.
Kelly would literally
Yeah.
just Tasmanian devil the entire house down.
That's pretty much what it would be. Yeah.
And then she'd just like destroy it. We'd all be like, Berserker. Oh, man. What do you guys think Gary Busey would have been in this movie?
Oh, he would have been in the dark eating cockroaches. Is what he would have been.
No. I think you would have been really good friends with the worm guys that were drinking all the coffee and smoking the
Oh,
packs of cigarettes. He would have been hanging out
Ah.
with them in the dark.
Yeah.
But then he
I
may
kinda
like
think
accidentally
Zed is
like
actually
eat the
Gary
worms
Busey. He's
though.
just got a suit on. Whoa, did Steve and Ricky just switch around the other way?
Yeah,
totally
we
did.
totally changed up the orientation of our living room. In a
How
matter
did
of
you do
seconds.
that?
I don't know why, but
Magic.
I like it better that way.
Well, you can actually
Weird.
see Ricky now
Yes.
because his face.
But
is
how
covered up.
did you
He's
do
hiding
that?
behind
Magic.
That bar.
It's magic, dude.
It's magic.
We waved
Don't
a magic
say that. I
wand.
want to know.
No, seriously, it's magic. Steve has been working with magic in Sky Factory 3, which is a Minecraft thing, and he's been working a lot with magic. He's getting pretty good.
I just
Magic,
I hit mirrored on the webcam.
Oh,
Yeah, it's the magic mirror.
that sucks. That makes it so much less interesting. I was like, all right.
Ricky could.
He's got some like cool internet web
Or, I mean-
technology. He's got.
Eric could mirror himself, so his microphone's on the other side. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Eric's like, I'm gonna do that right now.
He'll just change it back and
I did
forth
it!
throughout the podcast.
What the fuck? We were talking about Gary Busey, weren't we?
Something about that.
I don't know. Wait a second. If you guys could have that car, okay, and all right. So this is the thing. Like,
Okay, yeah. The first time
You
Steve
can
ever
have-
got in that
wait,
car,
wait.
he would just immediately go, "Oh,
Guys.
what's this do?" and hit the
Yeah,
button.
you can't have the red
Right.
button in the car with me.
no, listen.
Yeah.
You can have one of 4 movie cars, okay, and you have to get to the hospital to see. I don't know. I don't know what you have to get somewhere really fast. So you can choose Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, Back to the Future Mobile, the Batmobile. Wait, 5 cars. The Batmobile, this car, or Knight Rider. Which one are you guys gonna take?
I'm going Back to the Future because the DeLoreans are badass, and also not to mention I can now time travel.
Okay, so now Ricky's broke down within the first 100 feet of where he was going. All right, next guy.
I mean, I obviously want the Batmobile. I mean, come on. I'm
Yeah.
100% gonna have that.
It
Which
definitely
Batmobile
has
are
a
we
time
talking
machine.
about? Are we talking about Tumbler
The
Batmobile? Are we
coolest
talking
one.
about old school Batmobile? Are we talking about the weird penis looking cars from the fucking what's his name movies? The goddamn
Adam
what's
West?
his name? No. There's
Michael Keaton.
further on than those ones. Who the fuck is the director for those things?
The terrible Batman.
Tim Burton.
Tim Burton did the first one, didn't he?
Penis-looking Batmobile.
Well, I don't remember a Batman that was put into like
Mr.
a
Google,
spooky
Google,
claymation type of deal there.
Steve might have been watching like Batman Does Dallas or something.
I also might be thinking of the ambiguously gay duo.
Oh, yeah.
You
So-
said
Yeah.
gay dude.
My heart's definitely shaped that way.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that show. What was that on?
It was on Saturday Night Live.
SNL.
Saturday Night Live.
Okay.
So, can I choose the same one Steve
can't have the
chose?
Batmobile.
Yeah, you can choose whatever you want, man.
Because I was going to say, if I can't choose that, I'm going to ride Superman.
You gonna ride Superman? He'd probably be down for that.
Oh, that would actually be hilarious.
Schumacher Batmans were the one I was talking about.
Oh, the ones nobody speaks of.
Yeah,
You're not supposed to bring those
the
up.
nipple
Steve.
Batmans.
We don't. No.
The nipple Batmans.
The only role that Arnold Schwarzenegger did not make better.
Hold on. Or Arnold Schwarzenegger played in a Batman movie?
He was Iceman.
I hate you.
Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, Mr. Freeze.
Oh, that's
It was
right.
the-
He was
from the
wasn't he?
X-Men.
It was
It was
the
Iceman
same
from the
movie
X-Men.
with fucking Tommy Lee Jones, wasn't it? No.
Yeah.
Wait, was it?
Maybe.
No,
It
it
was
was
a
the next
terrible
one they used
Batman
then.
movie.
Yeah, he went
That
to
was a weird
7-Eleven
casting
and he
year,
handed
wasn't
out
it, for the
freezes
film?
to everybody. It was horrible.
Did he really?
Really bad.
Because that seems like something they would do.
No, he didn't.
Eat them now. You will get so fat.
Like,
There were a
honestly,
lot
that
of
seems
really
like something
good-
they would
There
do.
were a
It
lot of
is.
really
In that
good
old
Bike on
Batman, they would have done
ET?
that. You're right.
Oh my God. Bike on ET. Dusty Old Bones says chatty chitty cause it can fly. One can go back in time. You guys, I mean, it would be broke down a lot.
The
it would
Batmobile can just
probably
slam
have-
through the fucking walls.
Yeah, but then you'll never be late.
back
Like,
in
you could always
time.
be early for everything you do.
I'll bet you the Batmobile has a time travel device on it.
I bet you it
You
doesn't.
might be right.
Batman
I-
will
I
not
definitely
risk time
does.
travel.
I bet money on it that after your car breaks down and Steve gets out to help you and rips out the flux capacitor, his Batmobile is going to have a time machine.
Well, you see, now here's the thing though. You see, the exterior of the Batmobile is the proper metal to conduct the time traveling energy there. That's why he chose the DeLorean with a
Guys,
with that aluminum body.
I figured it out.
Stainless
I'm
steel,
going to
not
use the
aluminum.
Batman. Guys, I'm going to use the Batmobile to crash through the fourth wall into the Rick and Morty universe. Then I'm going to steal Rick's rig.
I'm just going to steal his
saucer
portal
car?
gun.
What?
His saucer car.
Yeah, that thing is sick. You can fly to other galaxies with it. I'm sure there's a portal gun in there. I got one in the dash.
Well, yeah,
Probably.
I think he plugs in his portal gun into the thing, doesn't he? And then he can like teleport his entire ship
Yeah,
to a
why
different
not? That
dimension.
makes sense. Could you imagine how pissed off Rick would be if you just showed up, stole his car and his portal gun?
Dude, he would find your ass and then fucking shoot you. Well, actually, no. What would happen is the Council of Ricks would find you because they would detect a compromised portal gun and then they'd assassinate you. Because that's what they did with
no, they'd
No,
be
dude,
like, "You
that
wanna
is what
join
they
it?"
did
They'd ask me if I
with
wanna
Morty
join. I'd be
in
like,
Summer.
I don't know. I guess let me think about it. That's what I would say, and they'd be
They'd
like,
send
okay.
Crumbopulous Michael after you because you know he's not dead.
Exactly.
The greatest
Yeah.
galactic assassin ever.
No, but then what I would do is I would put on a wig and pretend that I wasn't Eric. You wouldn't know that.
Would you put on the
he's
Rick
an
wig
insect.
No.
from Chris
Yeah.
from Christmas?
Yeah, I
Halloween.
put on that Rick wig.
Eric would just be like, I'm E-Rick. All right? Fuck
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, he's like,
And then he could do his drunk burp, and they'd all be like, oh, okay, E-Rick. And they'd just be like, I'm sorry, we thought it was compromised. And then they'd portal out.
yeah, that's right. I would handle it. They would leave me alone. Like, oh, you're the only Rick who still has his, hair color. Nice. Nice.
Well, you
Didn't
could just
fall
be
into
the
that
Rick
vat.
that dyes your hair.
Oh, that too.
Yeah.
I could be the Just for Men Rick.
I honestly, Eric, I don't think they would consider you the Rick that dyes his hair though. There were only two designations they would give you. One of them's a little mean, and the other one's Logger Rick.
You call him
Could
Lager
be
Rick.
Fat Rick.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I didn't want to say it myself because
I'm not as fat as I was, so I'm still like. There was a fatter Rick in the background of one of the things than me.
Are you sure?
Yeah, definitely. You should rewatch it.
I
Yeah.
do. Rewatch it.
Ricky is like,
You guys,
I would have seen this. I've watched every one of them like 500 times.
Well, not 500 times, but I mean,
I've watched it more than you. I'm just saying.
probably like 20 times or so.
I literally, when I'm running my machine, sometimes I'll just turn on Rick and Morty and watch it on repeat while I'm at work.
No wonder there's so many trees out there all cut fucked up.
Oh, they're all good. I'm pretty good at paying attention to a couple things at once. It's pretty boring doing my job. It's pretty easy. You just use this machine and cut down a tree. You cut it down a tree.
cut
Turn
it
it
down
into
a tree.
Italian. Then you make it into a pizza, a tree pizza.
Ba-ba-da-boop.
Wouldn't that be a weird fucking pizza with trees in it? Fucking
What the
ants are
fuck?
disgusting. We should kill them. God
You are
damn,
killing
ants are
them.
disgusting fucking sons of bitches.
I feel like if you
Tree
fed
eating.
that to a vegetarian, it would destroy them.
A tree pizza?
Yeah, because they're all about saving animals, but they're usually also all about saving trees at the same time.
Well,
but
no,
yet
if
they eat
they're a
vegetables.
vegetarian or something like that, they're eating the motherfuckers. They're eating the fucking goddamn
Yeah,
trees
but
and
they
plants.
still chain themselves to a tree, and they're like, "Don't cut down this."
Yeah, because they
beautiful
want to
tree."
fucking eat it.
Well, if it's cut
Because they
down,
Oh
wanna
they
my
eat
God.
themselves.
Yeah.
So I just read Dusty Old Bones' comment. It says, "OMG, it's the '70s show arguing all over again." It says Jeannie or Samantha, but Jeannie is spelled like Jeanie, like Jeannie, like somebody's name,
The name.
not Jeannie, like a genie. Obviously, that's what her name is, but I didn't even connect it. So I'm like, who the fuck is she talking about? Is this some Star Wars character I don't know about? What the fuck? Instead of Samantha, the hot one with the nose, or
With the
Jeannie,
nose.
the one with like, that's might have been used up by sultans in the past. Like, I don't think so. Mm-mm. Obviously, it's me.
Damn it, Eric.
Oh my gosh.
What? I mean, Samantha had that cute nose. And she's got like a crazy witch old lady that you could use to capture and snare Gary Busey and then go to his house and eat in the dark.
You should just ask Gary Busey. I bet you he'll let you eat in the dark with him.
But again, he might eat you.
But I don't have a
that?
magic person to fix my nose when he bites it off.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, we're doing a podcast, bro, and then or joking around about stuff. So, what do you guys think about? Sorry about that. I forgot what I was saying. All right, Steve, it's your turn.
It's my turn. What rating did you guys give this?
Oh yeah, I gave it 5 stars.
I gave it 5 stars.
Oh, sorry. I
was
give
me.
it 4 stars. Yeah, I totally fucking spaced that shit.
That was like me the other
you
week when everybody was saying
That
their
was
names and I
beyond
forgot.
spacing.
I'm gonna go ahead with 4. I guess it's a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
And I gave this movie 5 stars. Next week's movie is Kelly's Choice. What do you got for us?
I am choosing Daddy's Home with
Daddy's
Will
Home. I have not watched that yet.
with Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg.
And John
what
Cena.
what is this movie about?
Is he in the first one too?
Divorced husband and new husband get along way too well.
I don't think they get along in the first movie.
No, they don't get along. It's hilarious.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just know all I've seen is from the second movie. So,
You guys watched the second movie?
no, I haven't watched the second movie. Well, I just
Previews.
Previews.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I was going off of as previews. I didn't even know that they weren't talking about the same movie I was thinking of until you said that.
Oh. Yeah, it's not good.
So if
Mark-
nobody has any problems with that, we're gonna watch Daddy's Home next week.
Yeah, I don't have any problem with it.
Okay. Does that anybody? Yeah, blah 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 blah. Anybody else have anything, or are we gonna be done?
I farted about 3 seconds ago.
Thanks for
Dude,
telling
me
us.
too.
Oh my god! Dude, me too. Why would
Dude,
you like
Those are binding together in the
Congratulations.
air right now, and it's
All
gonna
right,
make this.
Making a fart baby.
I'm gonna turn your mics off.
Hey, you want to add into this, Steve?
Nope. Don't want to be part of anything that you guys are part of.
That'll be fart trifecta, baby.
I don't want
That'll
to be
the
part of
first-
anything you guys are a fart of. Yeah.
Nice. That was a good pun.
That was pretty
That's
good.
the best pun that Jason's ever done.
Yeah,
Damn it,
that was
Jason.
pretty good.
Steve, you got to clip that. That's the best
That
pun
was
he's ever done.
wonderful.
Did you say punderful, Kelly?
I did.
Nice. High five.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Good
you're right next to me. I was like,
She's just like, all right, I'm going to reach through the monitor. What? It's like,
Now,
it's
what
all
would you
like-
do, Eric, if she did
classy.
and just smacked you in the face?
Palm to the forehead.
I would be like, let's go steal Iron Man's suit now. Let's go turn on Iron Man.
Yeah,
That's
side
Ricky's
note, I
job?
saw a news story stating that someone built their own Iron Man suit,
It doesn't look anything like Iron Man,
but it
suit,
does
though.
not.
and why call it that?
I don't know, because people do that. It's
probably
just like
big and
when
bulky.
people talk about the thing that they said is a Star Wars like Boba Fett helmet, and it totally looks like a Army of Two helmet with all the shit. And I was like, okay, that shit doesn't look anything like a fucking Boba Fett helmet, assholes. So fuck
It
off.
doesn't.
Wait a second. I was watching a sport and they have Boba Fett helmets.
A spork?
Yeah, a sport. You know, like they're playing with a ball.
Uh huh.
Yeah,
Hand
it's
egg.
called football, and they have these like really cool Boba Fett helmets.
Yeah, apparently every
Looks
helmet
like
looks like Boba Fett's helmets.
Yeah.
That's because
Yeah.
news reporters don't know what they're talking about half the time.
Really, that's interesting.
would've thought?
Expand on that.
I thought. All right, guys. So come back next week as we watch Daddy's Home. It's going to
Big
be
news.
Sunday. Sunday at 7 o'clock. We start at 7 o'clock on youtube.com/Death by Leg Presents, twitch.tv/Heroic Adventure, and what's the other one? Mixer.com/Turkadur, I think. You can follow us on Twitter at HAP Gaming. You can follow me on Twitter at Turkadur. You can follow Eric on Twitter at.
Quick and severe.
You can follow Kelly on Twitter at.
Sugar Snuggles.
Follow Jason on Twitter at.
Unbelievable one.
Follow Ricky on Twitter at.
Furry Twitter balls.
Without an R or E in Twitter.
Yeah.
Not an R or an E.
Or an E.
He ain't got no furry balls.
You can also
He's a
download.
pirate balls.
You can also download this podcast from YouTube. God damn it! You can download this podcast from iTunes,
Oh, I
Google
stole-
Play Store, and Stitcher. Just look for 2.5 stars. if you guys don't have anything else, it's gonna be it. We'll talk to you guys next week.
Peace.
Bye.
That's it. Bye.
Bye. Princess Leia was the hottest princess.
Best Disney
Snuck
princess.
that one. It's true.